Well, hello there. Just kind of a update slash technique session. It's Monday. It's been a couple weeks since we've been out, or I've been out, and today we're just after Halloween here. Just going along my morning routine. And man, I just got hit with some fatigue here. It's like pretty bad. I'm not shaking, but I'm just about like feeling like I'm almost shaking inside. And I feel it in my legs, and I'm suddenly very sleepy. But I've been doing some stuff, and I'm going to go through that. I'm just in here in the garage. I am planning on going out this weekend, probably just for a day, but it might be an overnighter. But see, when I get like this, I feel like no way. Oh, it's just an awful feeling. Yeah, I'm like shaking. So here's some of the stuff I've been doing, and we're going to see if it works. What I've been doing when I get like this is I start with mindfulness. And it occurred to me it might be beneficial to actually get into a mindful state and really focus on the symptom. And I have this thing I've been doing called, I just call it higher mind. I can put myself in like I guess it's just a higher state of mind, and I can do it like almost instantly. It takes some focus, but I can kind of go like if this is where my state of mind is, I can just bring it up and get more aware. And so I'm going to start with some of that. You won't be able to see it. You're just going to have to take my word for it. And of course, start with some breathing. What I'm doing is I'm getting into that higher state of mind and focusing on how I feel. And now I'm going to do some of my the breathing technique that I outlined on that overnight trip. It's in episode 14, where I breathe up and push away and notice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe like that and see if during the inhale my symptoms either lessen or go away, or if I can sort of push them to the side. Yeah. During the inhale, the symptoms don't seem as pronounced. And then at the bottom of the exhale, I do the puddling. Now that leads me to another thing I've been noticing lately. While I'm puddling and getting super relaxed, I've been trying to do this thing where my state of relaxation is actually greater than the fatigue feeling. It's almost like I'm going below the fatigue. And then I focus on that. So the idea here is that the fatigue may be coming from stress. It may be coming from being tense. And getting relaxed into a hyper relaxed state and focusing on that takes the place of the fatigue. It's kind of a weird feeling though, because I'm combining fatigue with relaxation and it almost doesn't feel good. But if I work at it and focus on it and combine it with the breathing, I can flip states. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. And the other thing that I've been doing is, as silly as it sounds, is I'm talking to my body. I'm addressing my cells. And that would have seemed nuts to me before. But the mind and the body do talk to each other, I believe. And I don't see why you can't just physically talk to yourself and talk to your system and tell it what to do. So I'm going to talk to my cells and tell the mitochondria to wake up and to give me energy and see if it'll listen. So I'm going to do some of this stuff and I'll come back and tell you if it did anything. You know, I'm going to be honest. If it doesn't, then I'll say it didn't do anything and I'm going to try some other things. If nothing else works, then what I have to do is just lay down and relax for a while until it goes away. But I've been trying to speed that process up and not have to do that so much, because that has made it almost impossible for me to do things sometimes. It's made it almost impossible for me to work and to get things done. I mean, I need to get back to work and get an income going, but if I have to stop and lay down all the time, it's just not going to work. And, you know, I got a bunch of stuff to do today around the house, and all of a sudden I've just been halted. So let me do this, and I'll get back to you. Decided to throw some humming in there. Apparently, it's very therapeutic. I find it very therapeutic. I guess it gets more nitric oxide. That's why I breathe that extra nitric oxide in. It feels good. So I just did about, I don't know, a little over 5 minutes of therapy. And yeah. I mean, I don't feel 100% better or restored. I also did some forced laughter, which I've talked about on other episodes, and some victory celebrations just to get those positive chemicals in, and then followed it up with just some hyper relaxation or extreme relaxation. I guess that's an oxymoron, but just getting more relaxed and calmer than the fatigue itself. And then I, in a meditative tone in my thoughts, addressed my system and told it to feel better. That state I was in is not me. That's coming from somewhere else. I believe it's psychosomatic and emotional. It's from the trauma. It just keeps revisiting me, and I got to just keep pushing back on it. So I'm going to get up and do some stuff, and then I'll do a little overall. So well, okay, it's been a couple of hours, and I think the episode is pretty much over. I'm feeling back to normal. I had to take a nap. Naps can go either way for me. They can make me feel worse, or they can make me feel better sometimes. At this time, it worked. I don't know, maybe half hour. Didn't wake up groggy. Feel pretty good, actually. So I would say the drills got me about halfway there, and the rest of it I just had to rest. So that's kind of my formula right now, and looking forward to this weekend. Get out and keep it going. But the drills and management and pacing and all that. But here's the thing. It requires a lot of focus, a lot of concentration. And I find sometimes that I just don't feel like stopping and focusing and concentrating all the time like that. Got other things to do, other things distracting. And I do find it's difficult sometimes to just keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. But what else can you do? Anyway, ciao.